Hey guys, Mike here, the Detroit Borg, with a quick look at the new bright red Nexus 5. So, as you know, the white and black version debuted a few months ago, and this red version arrives just in time for Valentine's Day. Now, Google actually calls this bright red because it's not just red, it's really vibrant red. So we're going to take a look at how this compares to the white version. So let's go ahead and unpack this. And again, the pricing is exactly the same as the black and white. They're available in 16 and 32 gigs, and of course a link will be in the description below. And then break out my matching box cutter here. Lift the lid, and there it is. Bright red Nexus 5. You can see the bezel surrounds it. It's almost like an orange red. It's like a fluorescent red. Very bright and vibrant. I'm not sure it's coming through here on the camera. It's definitely really bright. So let me set that aside for just a moment. Take a look at the accessories, which we're pretty familiar with at this point. So we have a little tray here. Not much. Little door here with our SIM ejection tool. First thing you see on the top. We also have a quick user manual, safety and warranty guide, another safety and warranty guide in different languages. We also have our micro USB charging cable, pretty standard stuff, and our LG branded USB wall adapter, and pretty much the same as we've seen with the other Nexus 5. Now this will not be a full review of the Nexus 5. I've already done that, so I'll post a link in the description below. And as you know, I did a comparison of the white and black version. I no longer have the black version because I gave it away, so we're just going to take a look at the white versus the red. Now let's go ahead and peel off the front cover here. There we go. And that's it. We also have a little label here for IMEI information. I'll peel that off as well. So as you can see, they even color match that to red. So they put a lot of thought into this stuff. And then we have another camera lens protector right here. We can peel off. There you go. Now in terms of design, this is actually very similar to the black Nexus 5, but if they're using the white Nexus materials. So what I mean by that is that we have the color wrapping around the edges, so we have the same material on the back wrapping around the edges as opposed to what the white does, which is have a panel on the back along with these glossy side pieces which pick up the design of the front. So you have a nice wraparound effect along the front, but when you're handling it, you just feel this glossy plastic along the side, which doesn't feel really nice in the hand. It feels a little cheap. But when you look at this, you can see that the red bezel wraps around the side, creates a really nice effect. The design is really nice here. The bright red against the contrasting black looks really sharp, and of course you have your red earpiece, which is very similar to the Nexus 5 with the white, as you can see. Now I think it looks a little bit better in the red version just because the red frames the glass panel, while the red earpiece kind of is an accent there. Also does a nice job sort of giving you some orientation point, so you know which side is up, because otherwise it's completely symmetrical and you can't really tell. Along the back, again, you have your Nexus branding, which is a little darker with that glossy finish. You have your black camera module, which does a nice job contrasting with the black, along with an LED flash. Along the side, again, you have these contrasting buttons, and they are ceramic, so if you look really closely here, you'll see the texture of the ceramic button. Looks really sharp, and of course you have your SIM tray, which is identical to the SIM tray on the Nexus 5, and as you can see, it is color keyed here. Along the right side, you have your volume rocker, again ceramic as well, with that nice contrasting black. Along the top, you have your headphone jack along with a microphone. Along the bottom, you have your speaker grill and microphone along with your USB port. Now originally I thought they had redesigned these to be wider or larger, but that may just be the black version. So if you look at the white version and the red version side by side, you can see that the speaker grills look to be about the same size. Let me see if I can get an angle here that you can see it. They look to be about the same size. Now my impression was that they had enlarged these because the speaker is pretty quiet, but it looks like there really isn't a difference, a notable difference here. Now, of course, we still have NFC and wireless charging, so all of those accessories will work. And of course, we have the Nexus 5 bumper case. So if you pop that on here, you can see it fits just perfectly, but it does cover up the red bezel except for the earpiece. And as you can see, it also hides the color pretty much behind this. Now actually my favorite design aspect of the Nexus 5 is looking head on. Not necessarily looking at the back, it looks nice as well, but I think looking head on is where it really shines through because we have this nice thin bezel around the black display. It's nice and bright red, so even that thin bezel really jumps out and frames the black display really nicely. Of course we have that red earpiece to set it off. So I think it looks really sharp, and particularly when you look at it head on. So I really like that design, and of course with the display on, if you got a matching wallpaper, I think it looks really bright and colorful beautiful. So I think they've done a really nice job here matching the bright colors of the new KitKat experience on Nexus 5 along with the hardware. So Valentine's Day or not, I'm definitely a big fan of the red and black color scheme. I think it looks great, especially with the Nexus 5, and I'm really glad that they wrapped the color around the edges. For one thing, it feels a lot nicer in the hand than the glossy finish on the white, and the color kind of frames the black screen, so I think it looks particularly nice. So that is the Nexus 5 in red. If you want to see my full review of the Nexus 5, including Android 4.4 or KitKat, please take a look at the description for a link to that video. So what do you guys think? What is your favorite color? Red, black,